Hey, welcome back to another episode of Spector Creative. I'm your host on this channel, Scott Toy Guru Neitlich. I am a lifelong toy collector and, well, more professional lifelong toy maker, or at least as long as I've, been working outside of college. Recently, Silver Bullet 1620, otherwise known as Steven, and I assume 1620 because you're a fan of the Mayflower, well, he contacted me about doing a video on customization. I'm not the greatest action figure customizer, but I will show you some of my my bad customized figures at the end of this video. But Steven wanted to come along to talk about this part of the hobby, so take it away, Steven.
Hello everyone, my name is Steven. I want to thank Spector for allowing me to record this for him. I am I'm an action figure customizer. Not one of the best, though, but I do like to customize figures. If you look at the picture, you'll see I'm the one getting his butt handed to him by Omni-Man. I'm in the Green Ranger outfit. And one of the reasons why we like to do custom figures is because we don't have these particular figures. Now, just so you know, and you probably can already tell, I am doing this without a script, doing this off the cuff, so I'm just having fun with it. But I was asked, what is the origin of, customizations? And I think a lot of the origin can date back to, young girls getting Barbie dolls, but they don't have any specific clothes that they want, so that they make them themselves. If you're looking now at this goofy little picture, that is Riolu.
Hi, I'm Riolu.
He is a Pokemon, pre-evolved form of Lucario, and he's in a custom pirate outfit. And as you can see, this is how it begins. They started off making custom clothes, and then you had to make sometimes custom dolls. The next one is Fievel for an American Tail in a Starfleet uniform, and his Mrs. Nina. She is a customized Knuckles the Echidna backpack that got the zipper taken off and the shoulders taken off so that she could become a different character entirely. Not who she was meant to be, but a different character entirely. But another place that these custom figures began would happen to be the models that people would put together. For instance, if you notice this perfect picture of Robin, black hair, beautiful coloring, stickers put on, that was the way the original toy came. Now, when you look at the next one, you notice, besides all the dust, which, sorry about that, I haven't wiped him down in a while, but you'll notice he has brown hair. And the reason why this Robin has brown hair is because I wanted him to look like my favorite Robin, Burt Ward. So, you could change the custom, you could customize these particular figures this way. My experience with customizations began with when I found a website that had custom Kenner figures, the Superpowers line. As you can see in the middle of the next picture, Earth 2 Robin was originally a Superman, and he had his whole body repainted. The one next to him is Michael Keaton's Batman, Bruce Wayne head put onto a Batman body, and then the third one is just Chris O'Donnell Robin from Batman and Robin. His body was repainted black and blue to look like Nightwing. And I'm not alone in doing this. My mother actually helps me, but when it comes to painting, especially painting the figures, one thing you don't want to do is get too nervous or take it too seriously. Just calm down, do your strokes. Usually, regular paints that you can find for, they're the little small jar paints. You can just use that to paint the figure, and then you spray it with a sealer to make sure that the paint doesn't chip off. And that's how I learned about it, was finding Kenner, and then I found other toys people had customized. People had customized Star Trek toys. People had customized Legion of Superheroes from the one of the old Justice League total nonstop action lines. You know, people would make their own figures because the companies themselves had not made them. Like with the two different Earth 2 Robins or Nightwing, we had to make what we needed. But going back to Star Trek, if you're a longtime fan of the Spector Creative channel like myself, he'll talk about reusing the tooling for figures. And Playmates, the company that made Star Trek at one time, and I believe they are doing so again, they would take the tooling of one figure and reuse the body. For instance, in this next picture, you'll see Lieutenant Barclay. Well, his body was retooled, and they put on a Cadet Wesley Crusher head to make Ensign Wesley Crusher. Then they switched heads again with Dr. Bashir, and then you had the first episode, The Emissary, Dr. Bashir, when he was still in his TNG uniform. And then Mom and I just repainted Dr. Bashir into a red uniform for Pips so that he could become a custom character, Michael Meade. And so, you know, if you look at the next picture, you'll see Commander Riker in the front wearing the red uniform from Star Trek Generations. They didn't make that particular outfit. It was Thomas Riker, so you just repainted the gold to red. And so that basically is filling sets, filling what you don't have. So you can have every character's outfit from Generations, as you can see in the picture. And when looking at the next picture, you'll see custom characters. That is my character, Reg, on the right, with his Mrs. Katana on the left. I want to thank the lady at MegaCon who dressed up as Katana. So I ended up getting this picture with her. And my Reg and Katana are in many different universes, many different stories. So if you look at the next picture, I have Reg as a Starfleet officer in most of them, but he's also a Power Ranger. The two hero clicks in the front is Reg and Katana in their superhero looks. But this is because nobody is going to make these figures for me. Nobody's going to make these characters for me but me. So sometimes, you know, you can't get it from the big box store, so just take ones that are already made and remake them yourself. Like in the next image, you'll see me as the Green Ranger with John Toohey from Solo, and that's going to be my next paint job, is to make this particular superhero. And you know, the next couple of pictures are just more customs of my superheroes, custom original series figures that added in Arix and Maress from the animated series, an Andorian Starfleet officer, Reg, Katana, and Jade are my characters, and then you have the Deep Space Nine characters in Deep Space Nine characters in original series uniforms. And you know, people now are buying these action figures, the action figures that are made by companies. You buy them at regular retail price, take them home, repaint them. If you need to use clay or epoxy to make what you need. For instance, in the with the Reg as the Green Ranger, or even the Green Ranger helmet you saw me in, I have clay on top of the helmet to give it that fin style. And this allows you to make customs of the characters that you need to complete a set, or ones that you create yourself. And the big big companies, they're not going to care that you are doing this, because you're not taking any money from them. In fact, you're giving them money. You're giving them money for this figure. They don't feel like they're losing out on something, but rather they're gaining something, and you're gaining something in making a new toy for yourself. But with 3D printing, the 3D printing is starting to take over the market. But even then, people can't make a full 3D printed figure. They can just make a statue. But it will be coming, but it's still going to cost more than just going out and buying the toy yourself. So eventually, you know, I will take my figures and get the heads that I need. But if you look at that last image with Riker and Geordi, Riker is a Cadet Riker on a season 2 body from Playmates. And that also comes with, when you're doing customizations, you sometimes have to take the body parts apart. We used heat and water for just a couple minutes. We didn't set him in the pot for forever and try and hope that he pops apart. No, you just put him in the water, pop off the arm. You can pop open the body easier. And there's instructions online. There is always going to be instructions online on how to customize, like the Star Trek figures or the Power Rangers. So if you want to do this yourself, you can, or you can find somebody online. There are many, many different people online willing to sell their abilities so that you can have the item you want. Like, for instance, the HeroClix. I had to pay, a decent price worthy of the artist's talents. But they are my characters, mostly Captain Colorado, Golden Lark. These are superheroes you're not going to see in the comic books, but rather my own characters. So what you want to do when looking at customizations, just remember, you are making something for yourself and something you might be able to eventually share online. But, you're not taking money away from the companies, but rather you're giving money to them, and then you're encouraging others to buy the product to send to get customized. Because some people they'll be like, oh yes, I can customize it if you send it to me. And that's going to be another project coming up with getting the Mirror Universe Playmates Star Trek figures. So I hope you enjoyed this. It was off the cuff. It was all from my head. But I also hope to see more people making figures of their own characters one day. My name is Steven, again, and you're listening to the Spector Creative channel. He does reply to his comments, but you have to, when he does reply, he doesn't read the reply, so you have to make a new comment on the video for him to reply to. And you can contact me. You can contact me through him if you have any questions. But I really recommend researching online, because, trust me, this can be fun as much as it can be infuriating. So, have a good day.
Well, again, huge thank you to Steven, aka Silver Bullet 1620, on the forums. I did warn you I would show you some of my customs, which tend to be limited to repainting Adam Warlock's face a more gold color, and a couple Savage Dragon figures I made. You can see Brainy Ape, you can see Battle Tank in the back there, Powerhouse in the front, mixed in with some actual legendary heroes and McFarlane stuff. So, yeah, I'm not the greatest customizer, but hey, obviously, Steven takes this way more than I do and has way more talent than I do. And if you like customizing and you like this video, do share it with others. Let me know what questions you have, and I'll lazily get to it in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks again to Steven.